Good morning, children. Today, I will teach you first reaction of metals with water and second reaction of metals with acids, and then I will discuss questions based on the above two topics. Now, chemical properties of metals. First two chemical properties, that is electropositive character and reaction of metals with oxygen. Already we had done in our previous video. Now the third chemical property, that is the reaction of metals with water. Children, metals react with water to form metal hydroxide or metal oxides and release hydrogen gas. The formation of metal hydroxide or metal oxide, it depends upon the reactivity of the metals. So note, the reactivity of metals with water is also linked with their positions in the reactivity series. Second, only those metals displaces hydrogen from water or steam which are above hydrogen in their reactivity series. Reaction of potassium and sodium with water. Children, the two highly reactive metals, potassium and sodium, react with cold water to form potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide respectively. Along with this, they produce hydrogen gas and large amount of heat. And because of this heat produced, the hydrogen gas formed here burns with flame. You can see here when we drop the potassium metal in water, here the flames. This flame is due to the burning of hydrogen gas. At the same time, you can see sodium metal when dropped in water, it floats on the surface. Potassium as well as sodium. These two metals float on the surface, and this floating of these metals because of their low density. Reaction of calcium with water. Children, calcium as well reacts with cold water to form calcium hydroxide and liberate hydrogen gas. But children, during the process, the heat liberated is not very high. And as the heat liberated is not very high, or we can say it is not sufficient to burn the hydrogen gas produced during the reaction. Hence, you can see in the picture, the hydrogen gas liberated, but it is not burning. At the same time, you can see the floating of calcium metal. The calcium metal floats on the surface of water, not of its low density. It is because of the hydrogen gas formed during the process that remain stick with the calcium metal and pushes it upward direction, and the calcium metal floats on the surface of water. Now, reaction of magnesium, aluminum, zinc and iron with water. Dear children, magnesium metal, it reacts with water under two different conditions. Number one, when magnesium reacts with hot water, then it will form magnesium hydroxide and liberate hydrogen gas. At the same time, the same magnesium metal reacts with steam to form magnesium oxide and hydrogen gas. So all these metals, magnesium, aluminum, zinc and iron, they react with water in the form of steam to form their oxide and liberate hydrogen gas. Like magnesium, magnesium oxide, aluminum, aluminum oxide, zinc oxide, iron reacts with steam to form Fe3O4. Here children, Fe3O4, it is known as ferroferric oxide, which is a mixture of two oxides, that is oxide of iron with 2 valency, that is ferrous oxide, and iron with its 3 valency, that is ferric oxide Fe2O3. And hence we can say Fe3O4, it is a mixture of two oxides of iron, ferrous oxide and ferric oxide, and hence it is known as ferroferric oxide. Along with this, it will form hydrogen gas. Here in this diagram you can see when we take powdered form of any one of these metals, either magnesium, aluminium, zinc or iron, then you take a glass wool soaked in water. When you heat this glass wool soaked in water, on heating it produces steam, and when this steam is passed over the powdered metal, it reacts chemically to produce hydrogen gas, and this hydrogen gas passing through the delivery tube is collected over the water by the downward displacement of water. Now next, metals such as lead, copper, silver and gold. They do not react with water either in the hot condition or even with the steam form. Now next, reaction of metals with dilute acids, which already we had done under the topic acid, bases and salt. Metals react with dilute acid to form salt and liberate hydrogen gas. For example, sodium reacts with hydrochloric acid to form sodium chloride and hydrogen gas. Potassium with sulfuric acid, potassium sulfate and hydrogen gas. Likewise, aluminium with hydrochloric acid, aluminium chloride and hydrogen gas and so on. Whereas the metal copper, which is below hydrogen in the reactivity series, do not react with acid to produce hydrogen gas or no reaction takes place. Now, reaction of metals with dilute nitric acid. Note, when a metal reacts with dilute nitric acid, then hydrogen gas is not evolved. Just now what we have seen, metals react with dilute hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid, they produce hydrogen gas. But it is not applicable with dilute nitric acid. Reason, nitric acid, it is a strong oxidizing agent. So, as soon as hydrogen gas liberated or formed in the reaction between the metals and nitric acid oxidizes this hydrogen to water and itself reduced to any of the nitrogen oxides such as either NO. NO stands for nitric oxide, N2O nitrous oxide, NO2 nitrogen dioxide. Here in this example you can see zinc reacts with nitric acid, or we can say dilute nitric acid, to form zinc nitrate, which is a salt, and nitric acid itself gets reduced to nitrogen dioxide with the formation of water. However, children, the two metals such as magnesium and manganese, these two metals can produce hydrogen gas with very dilute nitric acid. These two metals are the exceptional case with which very dilute nitric acid can produce hydrogen gas. So, magnesium reacts with nitric acid to form magnesium nitrate and hydrogen. Manganese reacts with nitric acid to form manganese nitrate and hydrogen gas. Aqua regia. Aqua regia is a freshly prepared mixture of 1 part of concentrated nitric acid and 3 parts of concentrated hydrochloric acid. And children, this is the solution in which the metals such as silver, gold, platinum can be dissolved. Now answer the following questions. Question number 1. Name 2 metals which react violently with cold water. Write 3 observations would you make when such a metal is dropped into water. How would you identify the gas evolved, if any, during the reaction? Question number 2. Explain why metals usually do not liberate hydrogen gas with dilute nitric acid. Question number 3. Describe an activity to show the relative reactivity of some metals such as aluminium, magnesium, iron and zinc with dilute acid. Now children, for first question number 1 and 2, I know very well you are in the position to write the answer. Now question number 3, I am giving you hints. Here, in order to find the relative reactivity of these metals, you take dilute acid, either sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid of same concentration and same amount. Then you drop all these metals of same, suppose 1 gram of aluminium, 1 gram of magnesium, iron and zinc. All the four you can take 1 gram and drop in same amount and same concentration of any one of the acid, and check the evolution of hydrogen gas. The one which produce hydrogen gas vigorously is more reactive compared to another one. Based on this, you can write your activity. Complete your answer. Next class, we will discuss the answer during our doubt clearing class. Thank you.